Hello everybody, welcome to Cinema Trailer News. My name is Chris and this will be my review for The Woman King. Now when you go and see a lot of movies, there's always a couple of movies that you go and say, yes, that was incredible. Now this is that case. Now you go sometimes and see a movie and say, yeah, that was a good movie, but it could have been better. Now this movie was perfect for me. Now I've been seeing some comparisons to Gladiator and Braveheart, which is totally warranted, definitely cut from the same cloth as those films. And it's just very cool to see that kind of a story with female characters. Now this film is very vibrant, very colorful. It has an elderly section about it. It's just the way it depicts Africa, so beautiful, the majesty of Africa and its culture. Now this is also a very complex film. Now I've seen some people saying that it's not honest about the slave trade, but it is. They're just not using that in the ad campaign. But when you go and see this movie, that is one of the main elements in the movie. Now, because slavery has been an evil on earth for centuries among many civilizations, the Romans depicting gladiator, Vikings depicting the Norsemen, but tragically, the raping of Africa, but Africa was the gold rush of slavery, and this is the first mainstream film that I've seen that addresses that. It was African kingdoms, the South, who rounded up slaves for European traders, who basically just picked them up in the ports. And the African not only sold their prisoners of war from other African kingdoms, but they even saw their own people in some cases. And this movie discusses that. Now this film also shows the struggle of women who do not want to be property in a different yet similar way to the slave trade, of course. And I'm talking about wives, and particularly in that time all over the world, but also in that continent and the culture. Now it's also sad to see many of the problems and struggle that the women are facing in this movie, both external and internal, even to a degree variations of the career versus motherhood struggle, career versus romance, and that's of course something that women are still grappling with today. And I think that all women will be able to relate and sympathize with this film. Now, this is not just a film for women, this is a film for everyone because it offers a strong commentary on Africa with some very interesting nuance to that conversation. The movie has a lot of twists and turns and surprise that surprises me, and I hope that I'm ruined for you because that would be unfortunately because the movie is so well crafted. Now it also has lots of great actions thanks to the script by Dana Stevens and directing from Gina Prince Bythewood, who I think they are both strong contenders for Oscars. But the movie knows how to open with an action sequence, and which was so great, and then it turns into kind of a sport training movie with political aspect, political historical commentary before a third act that's full of action and suspense. What a great third act that was. The whole movie is just so good. The fight scenes are excellent from the choreography to the camera work. Not a lot of jumps and cuts, close-ups here, and the stunt doubles are very well impressive, all of them. And they are the strength is amazing. The so strong, and they take hits. Some of them die. No spoilers. You don't know who is going to be. But I just want to tell you that this movie has consequences. Now I seen people coming off to this movie online, and that's really unfortunately. But what I seen for the most part is that has been said is either incorrect or unfair. This is based on an actual group of women warriors. Now, I think this group is what inspired the creators of the Dora Milaje of the Black Panther to create that, and this group actually existed. So while the movie has historical action and drama, it also has lighter elements. Like I said, it's full of color and it displays the majesty of Africa and the culture of its people. There are just some stunning shots in this film that I thought it was really great. You worry a smaller budget film like this may not be able to get those kind of qualities across, but this movie definitely does. And this movie shows you that you can have vibrant color and still be a very serious film with strong commentary. Now, I also love the music in this movie. That was fantastic. And finally, of course, the acting is stellar across the board. I would imagine that Viola Davis and Lashana Lynch are strong contenders for award nominations along with the film itself, and like I said previously, directing and writing, and probably some craft categories as well. Now, let's talk about Viola Davis. Viola Davis is badass, and she's totally believable as a female general who leads her troop into battle, and she has fight scenes, incredible fight scenes. Now, Viola Davis fighting is amazing. It was awesome to watch. She's also given a lot of great dramatic scenes as well, and I mean, woman king indeed. She already has an Oscar, but I think she might have just earned herself another one. I can't imagine anybody else to top in this performance. It just has so many different levels and aspects to it. It was just fantastic to see. Now, I've been a big fan of Lashana Lynch for a while, and I thought she was great in the last James Bond movie. But now I wish she had more action in that movie, because the action sequences here, this is the best thing that I seen her done, and I love her. She was so extremely funny. She also has very emotional moments, and I love her character. I hope she gets something even more incredible of this, where she gets to be front and center. I'm tired of her being just backup in Captain Marvel, Multiverse of Madness, Bond. She's an action star, and she is a true action star. Now, Tusu Umbado holds it all together as a warrior, and she's a star in the rise. And keep an eye on her. I think one of these big franchises is going to pick her soon. And Shaila Atim does a wonderful job portraying David's best friend and confidant. And let's talk about John Boyega. And whoa, this is the best thing I ever seen him done since Attack in the Block, his debut role. And no wonder he's a set with Star Wars. I mean, he's incredibly talented, and he's very commanding as the young king. He was fantastic, and he often has to hold his own against all these women warriors, and he certainly does. And he actually has some funny moments too, and he was great. Now, like I said, this movie is perfect, and I recommend you go watch it in a premium screen, IMAX or Dolby Atmos. It's just that kind of a movie. The action sequences are extremely well shot. They are fantastic, but also, like I said, it's a very vibrant, colorful film. It just displays the Africa. It just look stunning, and this one I think is really a strong contender for these Oscars, especially in the acting category. So let me know in the comments down below when you see the movie, if you like it, if you didn't like it, what do you think of the commentary in the movie, and please hit the like button, consider subscribe to the channel, and like always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.